Good day everyone, I am teacher Erica and I am your subject teacher for today's discussion. So before we proceed to our activity or to our discussion, I would like to ask if everyone is okay. How was your long weekend? Anyone can share their experiences or ganops in life? So Mr. Cordial had a family bonding, so that's great. How about the others? Wow, so others are busy finishing their requirements. How about the others? Others are sleeping. So that's great. At least we had a time for ourselves and we find the rest naman. So also I find the rest naman because I had a family bonding and we um, we enjoy the company we had. So, of course, before we start our discussion, we are going to thank God for the life that we have today and ask for His guidance and protection. So, let's bow our head and feel the presence of the Lord. Lord, we thank you, Lord, for the breath that we have today. Thank you for all the blessings that we have received. Continue to guide us and bless each one of us. Give us, Lord God, knowledge and wisdom that we are going to understand, Lord God, and deliver the topic that we are going to talk about. Lord, forgive us for all the sins and shortcomings, Lord. Lord, let the love and understanding, peace, Lord God, is fall upon each of us, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So the next things that we do, as always, is checking the attendance. So please do open your camera so that I can take an screenshot of the attendees for today. So allow me to read our learning objectives. So the learners are expected to demonstrate their understanding about the microorganisms, especially about fungi, their habitats, characteristics, growth and nutrition, reproduction, and the fungi life cycle. So I have here a simple activity titled Find the Word. So the instruction is that you are only going to find the words below, and the words that you are going to find is like lab fungi, truffles, molds, mushroom, and etc. So you are going to write how that word forms in that table. Is it diagonal? Is it backward? It is through straight line or etc. So those words that you are going to find will be going to encounter throughout our discussion. So do you understand, class? Okay. So this activity is only for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, I will call 3 students to share their answers. So that timer starts now. I call on Mr. Tugay, Mr. Cordial, and Miss Masinas to share their answers. So thank you so much for these 3 students. Let's give them a round of applause. Let us now proceed to this short video clip that will give us an overview about the topic that we are going to be discussing.
Check out these mushrooms. Mushrooms belong to their own group of organisms called fungi. They grow in soil and don't move about like animals. In fact, many years ago, scientists used to classify fungi as plants. But when scientists observed mushrooms closely, they found some important ways in which they are different to plants. They can't photosynthesize and lack the distinguishing features of plants, such as stems, leaves, flowers, or fruits. Mushrooms now belong to their very own group, called fungi. About 50,000 different kinds have been discovered. Some common fungi are puffballs, bracket fungi, molds, mildews, and truffles. Fungi come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Most are multicellular, but some, like yeast, are unable to photosynthesize. Fungi get the energy they need by breaking down the remains of plants and animals. Organisms that get their energy in this way are called decomposers. Decomposers play an important role in an ecosystem by helping to recycle dead organisms into nutrients in the soil. Unlike plants, fungi do not produce seeds. Most fungi reproduce by releasing microscopic spores into the air. New fungi grow from the spores. Like bacteria, some fungi can be harmful to other organisms by causing infections and diseases. When mold grows on our food, the food spoils and cannot be eaten. Fungi are also important to people. Mushrooms, for example, are an important source of food. Other types of fungi, such as yeast, are used in the production of different foods. Fungi also provides people with medicines. Penicillium is a type of mold that is used to make penicillin. Learning about mushrooms was really cool. I think they're starting to grow on me. See you next time.
So I have here another activity, the fact or bluff. So supposed to be this activity will be done through face-to-face and it is by group. But since we had a online classes, all you need to do is just type your answer if the statement that I will give is fact or bluff. So are you ready? It is just like true or false, but instead of true, write fact, and instead of false, write bluff. Okay, are you ready? Okay. So the first question is, or the first statement is, fungi can be found everywhere. Fact or bluff? Just type your answer. Okay, some answers facts or bluff. So the correct answer is fact. Number 2. A long thin strands that tangle together to make up mycelium is called mycorrhizae. Fact or bluff? So correct, it's bluff. Next, fungi are classified as plant because it has roots and stem. Fact or bluff? So very good, it is bluff. Next, fungi have true nucleus. Fact or bluff? The correct answer is fact. Number 5, heterokaryotic cell is one of the giant cells with 2 haploid nuclei. Fact or bluff? Okay, correct. It is fact. So thank you everyone for your participation for our simple activity. Now, let us now proceed to the presentation time. So I remember that last meeting, I said that you will going to have a simple activity which is a simple reporting of the topic that I will give to you. So last day I sent it through your Google Classroom the activity that you needed to do. I hope everyone is ready and everyone can present their output. So, are you ready, guys? So, let us now proceed in presentation. So, the group 1 will present will explain what fungi are. The group 2 will explain the habitat of the fungi. The group 3 will share the characteristic of fungi. The group 4, the fungi growth and nutrition. The group 5 is the reproduction of the fungi. So thank you so much everyone. I know that everyone did their best to understand and to give us knowledge and wisdom about the fungi. And to clarify it more, I will discuss later on. So for more knowledge and for clarification, I will going to discuss about the fungi. So fungi. Fungi are found almost everywhere on Earth living. It plays a crucial role in balancing the ecosystem, and fungi often interact with other organisms, forming beneficial or the mutualistic association. So when we say fungi, it is came from the Latin word mushroom and came from the Greek word fungus, which means the sponge. Fungi can be beneficial or harmful. Beneficial because it used for the production of cheese, yogurt, and wine. It also have many commercial association. It is harmful because it causing deterioration to our leather, plastic, and it causes spoilage. Fungi includes an enormous variety of living organisms, collectively referred to as the Eumycota or the true fungi. So when we say Eumycota or the true fungi, it is a spores reproducing eukaryotic organisms, which means it is the fungi that reproduce sexually. And fungi plays a crucial role in our ecosystem. So like for example the bacteria, fungi also um, help to balance our ecosystem because they are decomposers, and they are participating in the cycling of the nutrients by breaking down organic materials into simple molecules. So how does fungi have an interaction with other organisms? So for example, the most terrestrial plants form a symbiotic relationship with fungi when the roots of the plants or when the roots of the terrestrial plants connect or touches um, the roots of the fungi. So let us now proceed to the habitat of the fungi. So most member of the kingdom fungi grows on the forest floor where the dark and damp environment is rich in decaying debris from the plants and animals. So fungi grows best in the warm, humid areas such as the tropical forest. Phycomycetes is the fungi that commonly found in the aquatic environment, and one of the example here is the Plasticlidimycota or the citrates. Mostly, we find fungi in the soil rich in organic matter because this is the ideal habitat for many species, and um, this place is the perfect place for them to place their major role as a decomposer and a recycles, making it possible for the other member of the kingdom to be supplied with nutrients and life. Also, we have a fungi called shell fungi or the bracket fungi. This fungi that we commonly seen at the trunk of the trees, and commonly it is in the dead trees. So when we see fungi in the tree na buhay pa, it is considered as a tree serious tree pathogen because eventually that tree will die. So it is fungi also are called saprophytic, which means this is the fungi that live in the dead or the dying wood, left left foods, maybe in the animal's bones or faces. So when we say saprophytic or the saprophytes, they are the organisms that get their nutrition from the dead organic matter. Proceed to the characteristics of fungi. Fungi are mostly saprobe. Fungi are the garbage decomposers of nature and the vultures of the microbial world. And fungi are sometimes incollectively referred as plants. So when we say saprobes, it is the fungi. The fungi's main source of food is from the decaying and dead organic matters. So they are called the garbage decomposer of the natures and the vultures of the microbial world because if imagine if we are living here without fungi, those wastes of animals are will not be decomposed. So the tendency is that we are living in the disgusting environment. So fungi help to decompose it and make our environment clean. So fungi are sometimes incorrectly referred to as plants. So um, dati, we have only two kingdoms, the kingdom Plantae and the kingdom Animalia. So all things that move is Animalia and all things that did not move is the Plantae. Also, fungi is not a plants because they are not capable for the photosynthesis. So they are heterotrophic, the consumer or the decomposers because they use complex of organic compounds as a source of their energy and carbon. So in addition, fungi do not fix nitrogen from the atmosphere like the animals. So like the animals like us, they obtain it from their diet. So they do not have also chlorophyll or any photosynthetic pigment.